The installation of tool or supply hanging brackets on electrical conduit is a violation of the National Electrical Code, specifically NEC 358.20. B1 addresses the issue of conductors from different systems sharing the same raceway. This section states that conductors should not be installed in raceways, cable trays, or cable bus with conductors of other systems unless they are separated by a barrier. In this scenario, the tool and supply hanging brackets represent a foreign system. They are not part of the electrical system itself, and their presence within the conduit alongside electrical conductors constitutes a violation of this code provision. This separation is crucial for maintaining the integrity and safety of the electrical system. Introducing foreign elements can compromise the insulation of conductors, create potential pathways for electrical faults, and hinder the proper dissipation of heat generated by the conductors. Furthermore, NEC 300.15 C prohibits the use of raceways as a means of support for luminaires, fixtures, equipment, or other apparatus. By using the conduit to support tool and supply hanging brackets, this requirement is also violated. Raceways are designed and installed to provide a protective pathway for electrical conductors. They are not intended to bear the weight of external objects or to serve as structural supports. Attaching tools or supplies to the conduit can place undue stress on the raceway system, potentially leading to damage, misalignment, or even failure of the conduit's supports. This can compromise the mechanical integrity of the electrical installation and create hazardous conditions. To rectify this violation, the tool and supply hanging brackets must be removed from the conduit. This will restore the conduit system to its intended configuration, ensuring compliance with the NEC and mitigating potential safety hazard. The removal process should be conducted carefully to avoid any damage to the conduit or the electrical conductors contained within. It is recommended that a qualified electrician perform this task to ensure that all electrical connections remain secure and that the integrity of the system is maintained. Once the hanging brackets have been removed, alternative methods for storing tools and supplies should be implemented that do not involve the use of electrical conduit as a support structure. This may include installing shelving toolboxes or dedicated hanging systems that are independent of the electrical infrastructure. By adhering to the NEC and avoiding the use of conduit as a support for foreign objects, you can help to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system, creating a safer working environment for all personnel. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of standards that governs the safe installation and maintenance of electrical systems. It is developed and updated regularly by the National Fire Protection Association, and it is widely adopted by jurisdictions throughout the United States and other countries. The NEC covers a wide range of topics related to electrical safety, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It is essential that all individuals involved in the design, installation, and maintenance of electrical systems are familiar with the requirements of the NEC and that they adhere to these standards to ensure the safety of people and property. In addition to the specific code sections mentioned earlier, there are other related requirements in the NEC that may be relevant to this situation. For example, NEC 110.12 addresses the issue of mechanical execution of work, requiring that electrical installations be performed in a neat and workmanlike manner. Using conduit as a support for foreign objects is generally considered to be a violation of this requirement, as it can create a cluttered and unprofessional appearance. Furthermore, NEC 314.23 specifies the requirements for the support of boxes and conduit bodies. This section prohibits the use of raceways as the sole means of support for boxes unless the boxes are specifically designed for this purpose. In most cases, the boxes used in electrical installations are not designed to support the weight of tools and supplies, so using the conduit to support these objects would be a violation of this requirement. The proper support of electrical equipment and wiring is essential for maintaining the integrity and safety of the electrical system. Improper support can lead to stress on conductors, connections, and equipment, potentially resulting in failures, short circuits, and fire hazards. The NEC provides detailed guidelines for the support of various types of electrical equipment and wiring, and it is important to follow these guidelines carefully to ensure that the installation is safe and reliable. When installing or modifying an electrical system, it is always a good idea to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer to ensure that the work is being performed in accordance with the NEC and other applicable codes and standards. These professionals have the knowledge and experience necessary to identify potential hazards and to ensure that the installation is safe and compliant. They can also provide guidance on the selection of appropriate materials and equipment, as well as on the proper methods for installation and maintenance. In addition to the NEC, there may be other local codes and regulations that apply to electrical installations in a particular jurisdiction. It is important to check with the local authorities to determine what these requirements are and to ensure that the work is being performed in compliance with all applicable codes and standards. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in fines, penalties, and even legal action. Maintaining a safe and compliant electrical system is an ongoing process that requires regular inspection and maintenance. Electrical equipment and wiring can deteriorate over time due to factors such as exposure to moisture, temperature changes, and physical stress. It is important to inspect the electrical system periodically for signs of damage, such as cracked insulation, loose connections, and corroded components. Any problems that are identified should be corrected promptly by a qualified electrician. Regular maintenance, such as tightening connections, cleaning equipment, and replacing worn components, can help to prevent electrical failures and to extend the life of the system. A well-maintained electrical system is not only safer but also more efficient and reliable. By following the recommendations outlined above, you can help to ensure that the electrical system is safe, compliant, and performing at its best. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility, and everyone should be aware of the potential hazards associated with electricity and take steps to prevent accidents. This includes following safe work practices, using appropriate personal protective equipment, and reporting any electrical hazards that are observed. By working together, we can create a safer environment for all. In summary, attaching tool and supply hanging brackets to electrical conduit is a violation of the National Electrical Code because it introduces a foreign system into the raceway and because it uses the raceway as a means of support for external objects. To correct this violation, the hanging brackets must be removed and alternative methods for storing tools and supplies must be implemented. By adhering to the NEC and following safe electrical practices, you can help to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system. Remember safety first.